Welcome to LearningHubX Maths. Today we are going to talk about fractions. Have you ever shared a pizza or a birthday cake? Whenever we share something into equal parts, we are using fractions. Imagine you have a birthday party. You have a cake. You and your 4 friends want to share it. So you cut the cake into 8 equal pieces. Together you eat 5 pieces. What fraction of the cake did you eat? You guys eat 5 out of 8 pieces. In mathematics, we write this as 5 over 8. This is called a fraction. A fraction is a real number that represents a part of a whole. In this example, the number 5 represents the part that was eaten. This is called the numerator. The number 8 represents the total number of equal pieces. This is called the denominator. The numerator tells us how many parts we have. The denominator tells us how many equal parts make the whole. And that is the foundation of fractions. Now that we understand what a fraction is, let's look at the different types of fractions, because not all fractions are the same. A proper fraction is a fraction where the numerator is smaller than the denominator. For example, 2 over 3, 5 over 6, 1 over 1,000, minus 4 over 4,000. These fractions are always less than 1. That means they represent less than 1 whole. Now, here's a question for you. Where would these fractions be placed on the number line? So, let's start with the fraction 2/3. The numerator is 2. The denominator is 3. That means we have 2 parts out of 3 equal parts. Now ask, have we taken all 3 parts? No, we only took 2. So it is not a whole yet. A whole would be 3 over 3 equals 1. Since 2 is smaller than 3, 2 over 3 must be smaller than 1. So we place it in between 0 and 1. Now do the same for 5 over 6. Think of the cake example. We cut the cake into 6 pieces. 6 over 6 would equal 1. Now we have 5 pieces of cake out of 6 pieces. 5 over 6 must be smaller than 1. So we place it in between 0 and 1. Now let's look at 1 over 1,000. It means 1 part out of 1,000 equal parts. That is a very tiny part of a whole. Since 1,000 out of 1,000 equals 1 whole, 1 out of 1,000 must be very close to 0. So we place it just slightly to the right of 0 on the number line. Now let's look at negative 4 over 4,000. First, notice the negative sign. That tells us the number is less than 0. So we already know it must be placed on the left side of 0 on the number line. Now think about the size. 4 out of 4,000 is a very small part of a whole. So this number is very close to 0. But because it is negative, it is just slightly to the left of 0. Next, we will look at improper fractions. An improper fraction is a fraction where the numerator is greater than the denominator. For example, 8 over 3, 7 over 5. Now, think about this carefully. If the numerator is bigger than the denominator, that means we have more parts than 1 whole. So these fractions must be greater than 1. Now, here's a question for you. Where do you think they should be placed on the number line? Let's look at 8 over 3. 8 over 3 means 8 divided by 3. Here is how we do it. 3 times 2 is 6. 8 minus 6 is 2. 2 is called the remainder. The improper fraction becomes 2 and 2/3. It is called a mixed number. And this is how we convert an improper fraction into a mixed number. But what if we want to convert it back? How do we change a mixed number into an improper fraction? It is easy. You multiply 3 by 2 and add back 2 to get 8. This is how you get the numerator of the improper fraction. And where is it located on the number line? It is greater than 2 but less than 3. So it must be somewhere between 2 and 3. Now let's try 7 over 5. First, compare the numerator and the denominator. 7 is greater than 5. That means this is an improper fraction, so it must be greater than 1. To convert an improper fraction into a mixed number, we divide the numerator by the denominator 5 times 1 equals 5. 7 minus 5 equals 2. So the remainder is 2. So the quotient is 1, the remainder is 2, That means the mixed number becomes 1 and 2 over 5. And to convert it back to an improper fraction, we multiply 5 by 1 and add 2. This number lies between 1 and 2 on the number line because it is greater than 1 whole but less than 2 wholes. The third type of fraction is called a mixed number. A mixed number is made up of a whole number and a fraction. For example, 1 and 2 over 5. We have already seen examples of mixed numbers already. Now we know the different types of fractions. We know how to convert between improper fractions and mixed numbers. But sometimes a fraction can be written in a simpler form. Let's learn how to simplify fractions. This is 6 over 8. Is this the simplest form? Can we make it smaller? Both number can be divided by 2. 6 divided by 2 equals 3. 8 divided by 2 equals 4. So 6 over 8 can be simplified into 3 over 4. This is 18 over 12. It is an improper fraction. Now ask yourself, is this the simplest form? Can we make it smaller without changing its value? Both numbers can be divided by 6. 18 divided by 6 equals 3. 12 divided by 6 equals 2. So 18 over 12 can be simplified to 3 over 2. Now we know how to simplify fractions. But fractions are not just numbers we look at. We can also perform operations with them. Let's learn how to add fractions. Now let's think of a pizza. I cut the pizza into 8 equal pieces. I give my sister 2 pieces. I give my brother 3 pieces. How many pieces do they have together? I gave my sister 2 pieces out of 8 equal pieces. So we write 2 over 8. The numerator shows how many pieces she received. The denominator shows how many equal pieces make up the whole pizza. I also gave my brother 3 pieces out of 8 equal pieces. So we write 3 over 8. To calculate how many pieces I gave them all together, we add the numerators. The denominator stays the same. 2 plus 3 equals 5. So altogether, I gave them 5 out of 8 pieces. In fraction form, that is 5 over 8. So far, we have only added fractions with the same denominator. But what if the denominators are different? Let's look at an example. Say I order a pizza and I cut it into 8 pieces. I ate 1/2 of a pizza in the afternoon. Later, I ate 1/4 of the pizza. How much did I eat in total? Can we just add 1 plus 1 and keep 2 and 4? No, because the pieces are not the same size. When denominators are different, first make them the same, then add the numerators. To make the denominators the same, we need both denominators to become 4. Look at the first fraction, 1 over 2. We can multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 2. 1 times 2 equals 2. 2 times 2 equals 4. So 1 over 2 becomes 2 over 4. We must multiply both the numerator and the denominator by the same number, so the value of the fraction does not change. Now, to calculate how many pieces I ate in total, we simply add the numerators. 2 plus 1 equals 3. So I ate 3 over 4 of the whole pizza. So far, we've been using pizza to help us understand fractions. That's great for building intuition. Now let's try something without pizza. Here is a small test for you. What is 1 over 3 plus 1 over 4? Step 1. We need a number that both 3 and 4 can divide into. If we multiply 3 and 4, we get 12. Both 3 and 4 divide evenly into 12. So 12 is a common denominator. Next, we need to find the new numerator. For the first fraction, 1 over 3, we want the denominator to become 12. So we ask, 3 times what equals 12? 3 times 4 equals 12. That means we multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 4. 1 times 4 equals 4. 3 times 4 equals 12. So 1 over 3 becomes 4 over 12. Similarly, for the fraction 1 over 4, we ask 4 times what equals 12. 4 times 3 equals 12. So we multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 3. 1 times 3 equals 3. 4 times 3 equals 12. So 1 over 4 becomes 3 over 12. Now the denominators are the same, so we add the numerators. 4 plus 3 equals 7. The denominator stays 12, so the answer is 7 over 12. Why did we multiply 3 and 4 to get 12? Good question. It is because 12 is the least common multiple of 3 and 4. Let's look at their multiples. Multiples of 3 are 3, 6, 9, 12. Multiples of 4 are 4, 8, 12. The first number that appears in both lists is 12, so 12 is the least common multiple. The same idea applies to subtraction. Let's try 1 over 4 minus 1 over 6. First, we need the denominators to be the same. To do that, we find the least common multiple. Should we multiply 4 by 6 and get 24? We could use 24. But is 24 the least common multiple? No, because there is a smaller common multiple. Here is how we find the LCM of 4 and 6. 2 times 2 equals 4. 2 times 3 equals 6. The LCM of 4 and 6 is 2 times 2 times 3, which is 12. So the common denominator is 12. The next step is to find the new numerators. First, look at 1 over 4. 4 times 3 equals 12. So we multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 3. 1 times 3 equals 3. So 1 over 4 becomes 3 over 12. Next, look at 1 over 6. 6 times 2 equals 12. So we multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 2. 1 times 2 equals 2. So 1 over 6 becomes 2 over 12. Therefore, 1 over 4 minus 1 over 6 equals 1 over 12. Today we learned what fractions are and how they represent parts of a whole. We explored proper fractions, improper fractions, and mixed numbers. We learned how to convert between them and simplify fractions. And finally, we learned how to add and subtract fractions by finding a common denominator when necessary. Fractions follow clear rules, and once you understand them, they are straightforward. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. I'll see you in the next lesson.